Hello everyone, this is Lisa Andrus, Psychic Medium, and this is your weekly reading for Monday, September 28th through Sunday, the 4th of October, 2015. And I have to say, yay, it's going to be my favorite month, which is October. I just love autumn, and I love that time of year. I chose the Archangel Oracle cards today, or rather they chose me, by Doreen Virtue, and I feel like because the energy frankly has been so flippin' harsh lately and weird and wonky and up and down and heavy, that we really could use the gentle messages from the archangels and to know that we have support from the heavens. They're saying to me right now, the worst is over, the worst is behind you. I hear we are sorry for all that you've gone through and for all the changes and things that haven't turned out. The hurts seem to hurt more. The highs seem higher, the lows seem lower. And they just want me to tell you that you are loved. Nothing is without reason. I'm taping this on Sunday the 27th, and tonight we have the blood moon, which I believe is a pretty powerful eclipse. And I believe that just from the things I've read and the things I'm feeling, we're going to eclipse things out that are no longer good for us. So I think you might have heard me talk last week that I'm having a health condition that's non-life-threatening that I just thought was going to bug me all my life, and I just got sick of it, decided to call a new doctor. And what do you know? There was a treatment I didn't even know existed that could cure me beyond what I believed, and my insurance would cover it. So that's going to eclipse out a condition and a pain that, that I had in my body and may have created, and now I don't have to deal with it any longer or for much longer. And so trust that all of your prayers have been heard. Again, I hear we're sorry, and I think it's just because we've all been having such a hard time. I feel like for me personally, now that I've had so much change in this last year, and the change just continues and continues, and it's like it's all catching up with me. But I feel like particularly in the last year, it's like, I don't know why, but when things hurt, they just seem to hurt worse than they ever have before. The disappointments seem more disappointing, and so on and so forth. Let's try as best we can to be grateful. That's what I think when I'm in those low moments, even if it's really hard, is to try to think of a few things that I'm grateful for. And so with that, they want me to start the reading. As always, I've pre-shuffled the cards. I haven't turned any of them yet. I'm going to turn them with you, and we're all going to see them at the same time. And what this is a general reading for everyone listening to this message. If it doesn't apply to you, then perhaps the message is not for you, but rather somebody else. But I would say for the most part that when I shuffle these cards, I have the intention that it's going to be a message that is a general message and a general reading for everyone. So our Monday, Tuesday card is spread your wings. Don't hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Right away, I'm getting the image of somebody I was talking to yesterday, one of my peers that I see a lot at some of the psychic events and expos and psychic fairs that I do. And we were kind of talking about my possibly mentoring her with doing readings. And she told me that she got a tightness in her stomach, and a fear when she started thinking of doing readings, even though she said that basically with her other healing work or in her everyday life, she gives readings as it is. And I feel like we had a little pep talk for a while, and part of that message was spread your wings. The world is in crisis right now, and there are so many people in crisis. That, one of my teachers said to me, as far as the readings go, no matter what kind of reading it is, we're human oracles. And the people in crisis are coming to us for a reason. And it's our job to help them and to not shove all the information to the side and say, hey, I'm no good at this. That's BS. That is your ego talking. You are good at this. Some of those messages that you think you don't know where they come from, you don't have to know where they're coming from. They're coming from God. It wasn't until I got out of the way of how I thought the reading should appear or the information in the reading should appear that it should appear. Okay, and they want to say that the message spread your wings is if you have been thinking about leaving a relationship or a job or a business or a home, it's time to spread your wings and fly. For some of you, there'll be friendships or relationships that will be ending, and it's safe for you to spread your wings and move on to other things, even if you don't know that things will work out or there's something better for you. It's a sign to say that once you're free, you will free your energy for something better. And, take guided steps to get there. If just jumping feels scary, that's okay. You can spread your wings and know that you're going to fly and take one step at a time, okay? All right, for the middle of the week, we have nurture. And it's Archangel Gabriel, and it says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. What I automatically saw or heard was family when I turned the card over, and I didn't see the words yet, but I saw the picture. And I see a couple of different things in that picture is that if you're having a hard time right now, you have more angels and more heavenly help around you than you could possibly know. And know that you're not alone, especially in those moments when you feel the most alone and desperate. It kind of goes back to the energy has been a little rough lately. I also see the baby in this picture, and to me it means that if you want to have a baby or you want to have a family, trust the information that you're receiving, and don't stop trying if it's conceiving. Or don't stop trying if it's adopting, however it is that you're going to add to your family. Know that it will all be worth it when you have your child. And lastly, they want you to take some time to nurture yourself. If things are intense in your life right now, sometimes what you have to do is rest or get a massage or, take some time for yourself, escape. Maybe that just means going to a spa for a day or going to a hotel for a night. If your house is chaotic and you just can't deal with all the chaos and need some peace, know that it's okay to nurture yourself in whichever way you need to do that. Stop worrying about everybody else, they say, and worry about yourself for once, because you are a holy and divine child of God. And if your needs aren't met, how could you possibly help anybody else? Okay, and now here's what we have for the weekend. And it says leadership. And again, it's Archangel Gabriel, and it says it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. This goes back to me to the spread your wings that we had. It's safe for you to go forward, and if you don't see the path clearly before you, maybe it's because you're supposed to lead the way. If others automatically follow you or they want your guidance, then you're a natural leader. And know that it's safe for you to lead the way. If you think to yourself, there's nobody doing that thing, maybe you're supposed to lead the way. But you are a natural leader, whether you think you are or not. And it goes back to the doing readings too, whether you think you're qualified or not. If you already feel like you have a heavy sense of intuition or are empathic, perhaps you need to lead the way and try. Just try and know that you are to lead the way for others. Sometimes the things that you do, for instance, for me, I wrote a book. I wrote a book, Gifted. I've written a few other books too. And I remember at the time I started to write the book and I thought, well, how the heck am I going to publish this? And I had no idea there was so much information about self-publishing. And then I self-published it. And in a way, it was leading the way for others. It's really funny because as I'm taking this video, my camera keeps doing something that it's never done before, which it's like, it just keeps highlighting the card. It's funny. So it's like, to me, it says there's a very heavy importance in this card. So don't poo-poo it. If there is somebody else that you wish to be your leader or your teacher, this is a sign that they are the one. But know that whether you think your actions lead others or not, they do, and that you are always safe upon this earth. Things are heavy right now, they know, but things are about to move quickly is what I'm hearing. So it's like you've been wishing for these things, you've been feeling stuck, and all of a sudden, it goes back to the you better watch what you wish for. Because all of a sudden, I just feel like you're going to have to make some quick decisions when things start to move at full speed ahead. And in a way, it's what you dreamed of. I have to be honest. I am getting the image too that you might have to make some quick decisions involving your loved ones. And specifically, I see that there may be a funeral or funeral arrangements that need to be made. And they want you to know that the angels surround you. And I ask that if anybody is going through the sudden loss or the loss of a loved one of any kind, to know that I wish that the angels, especially Archangel Azrael, with you, your loved ones, and all those in heaven, to help you through a terrible time of grief. And this won't be for all of you. It may be something where you will have to make some decisions, and they could be happy decisions. Again, this is a general message, and this may apply to some and not to others. This is not for you to go to a place of fear and think, oh, what's going to happen? That's not the message here. It's just that, because I feel like the situation that was spoke of may be one that you are on the brink of now, they say. But regardless, they want you to know that they're always with you. They hear your hopes. They hear your dreams. Continue to ask the angels and the archangels for help. Pray to God if you don't know the answers and you don't know the way, and suddenly the answers will appear. And if you don't know what they are, how to decipher them, ask your angels before you sleep or when you ask them for help, for clear signs and clear messages. And sometimes they're the signs that come to your head. Meaning, one night I said a prayer and I wanted some help for something, and I woke up the next morning and I saw an image in my head of making a phone call and the person that I was to call. And I believe that was an answer to my prayer. And so trust those things, and the ideas that you get in your head are sometimes from heaven. You are not alone. I just heard too, great romance is on its way to you if you've been wishing for romance. So I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in with me each week. I hope you have a wonderful week and that great changes are on the horizon for you. If you like this video, please share it with others. Please subscribe to my channel. Know that I love each and every one of you, and I'll speak to you again next week.